Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
To the Fall Off Pod.
Yes, to the Fall Off Pod. I'm your host, Satish. If you're a new listener, this is my wonderful girlfriend, Carly. Round of applause. We'll wait for the applause.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here.
Okay, since you want to steal the show, how about you tell the people how you're doing, who you are, what you are to me, with some fun facts.
I'm pretty good. My name's Carly. I'm Satish's girlfriend of almost 5 years. I can see you in the camera.
I'm going to pay for that one later.
What else about me?
Whatever you want.
I'm not really that interesting.
What does that say about me then?
Well, I just don't have I hate the ask me or give me fun facts about yourself question. I don't have a lot of fun facts. I have a fun life and I love my life, but I don't feel like I have fun facts. What are your fun facts?
My fun facts are...
It's really hard.
I'm really handsome, and I'm really funny.
Those are just facts.
And intelligent.
Those aren't fun. Those are just real facts.
So
I'm agreeing with them.
Okay, so what's the difference between a fact and a fun fact?
Like a fun fact would be maybe nobody has fun facts.
See, you don't even know, bro.
Anyway.
Okay, guys, today we have some fun stuff in store. Okay, we're gonna talk about content being back for me. We're in a good wave right now.
We're back.
We're so back.
We're so back.
We're gonna talk about Twitch and gaming. Carly, I'm sorry you have to sit through that.
Maybe I'll just walk away.
Mic drop. Update on my acting, and we have a segment for dating advice, or really dating stories. Someone sent me a dating story that's actually like the craziest story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Can we start with that? I really have to know.
No, because then people are gonna listen to just that. They have to stick around to the end.
Okay.
God, is this your first podcast?
Kinda.
Yeah, it's mine too. But yeah, content is back. I don't know what has been happening, but TikTok and Instagram's algorithm has seemed to like me again.
Yeah. People think you're funny.
We're popping off. Is that a fun fact that people think I'm funny?
Yeah, that is a fun fact. Or actually, your fun fact would be that you do content.
But everyone does content now. It's not even fun anymore.
I know. But you do well with content is what I'm saying. There's a difference. Everyone can make content, but being successful in content creation
you always
is
know how to make a girl smile.
I feel like I'm in front of you.
Huh?
I feel like I'm in front of you.
Yeah, because you're the center of the attention. You're the special guest.
It's because my microphone doesn't.
Because you know what it is. Behind every bookworm girlfriend is a gamer boyfriend, and I stand by that. I think.
Oh yeah.
That's
our favorite thing. My favorite thing is if he's gaming and I'm laying in bed reading a book, and we're just both doing our own thing, but we're still in each other's presence. It's so fun.
Wait, so I'm curious. So I will be gaming and I'll pop out and I'll see you on the couch and stuff and checking on you. What do I sound like? It has to sound absurd. You're trying to read and you hear me in the background.
Yes.
What do I sound like?
Can I cuss on this podcast?
Sure.
Well, my favorite is when I'm reading a book about like a thriller and I'm something scary is about to happen and then you're like, fuck! At the top of your lungs. And then I think about how our neighbors probably think you're getting hurt. Or
well, I am technically in the game because Lewis isn't helping me on the point.
Or you scream at your friends and then our neighbors are just probably what the hell? Those people are crazy. But it just mostly sounds like...
Look at how much the audio clipped right there. Headphones used. I'll turn that down when I'm editing. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, probably. It just sounds like you're just... Or also just random stuff. On me.
I have to give my teammates comms.
No, I understand. It's just
know.
From that when I'm... This is the only wall that separates our living room. So if I'm in the... It's different if I'm sitting in the bed reading because I can see why you're yelling.
I'm just picturing you reading and you're just the Becky opens up her bedroom door.
Fuck!
There's nothing but a
crying?
cold... Because it was funny. There's nothing gonna... Can I finish my story?
Sorry, it's taking long.
Becky opens the bedroom door. and a cold, crisp breeze slaps her in the face. What is this darkness upon? Shit! That's probably what happened.
That's exactly what it is. It's really horrible timing usually.
Shit! Probably sounds something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because it's frustrating. You want to know why it's frustrating?
No.
This leads me to my next talking point. It's a secret, hidden talking point. So Activision, the company that made Call of Duty.
Hurt my throat when I yelled.
Can you stop interrupting me, please?
Sorry.
Boy, if I did that to you, if I was mid, oh my God, I'm gonna let this sink in real quick. I know there's other boyfriends out there that feel this. If you ever interrupt your girlfriend at all, you are in the doghouse.
Okay, no, there's nothing worse
than
than interrupting my sister.
Because she interrupts herself. Dude, listening to a 17-year-old tell a story is pain. It's actually, she's the worst storyteller of all time.
But she has interesting stories. They're just hard to follow.
Details. It's like, so you know Miss Johnson, my history teacher. Well, actually, Miss Johnson had a substitute teacher, so it was technically Mrs. Becky who substituted, and she said that we're not allowed to sit next to each other. So okay, I have Cassandra. She sits next to me in class, but Cassandra's on the dance team, and you're like, what are we even talking about? What are we talking? I'm gonna crash out.
What's the moral of the story?
I'm sitting there like, oh my God, get to the point.
Yeah. Anyway, if you interrupt her, you're in the deep, deep, deep doghouse.
Addie, can you figure it out? If you're listening to this, or Addie's friends, if you're listening to this, tell her to lock it in. See, now I'm yelling at her. This is exactly how I yell at my teammates in COD.
Yeah, I know.
Because they need to figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
We're so unlocked.
Yeah.
Bruh. What were we even talking about?
I interrupted you and that sent you off the deep end, so I'm not sure.
The deep end.
I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in.
Hey, I'm the singer here.
Hey.
I'm off the deep end.
Watch as I dive in. Right from the surface.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Where they can't hurt us.
If you had $1 billion, what would you spend it on?
I would pay off my student loans. I would buy myself a car, and I would buy us a house in multiple places.
You know what I'd do? I would buy Activision and fix Call of Duty because that is $1 billion company.
Would you pay off my student loans first?
I'm just kidding. I'd pay at least half of them off. Then I would buy Activision.
I don't have that many. I only have 25,000.
We probably shouldn't say that. I'll bleep that out.
Why?
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. 25 racks right there.
That's all I have. I feel like that's pretty good. Most people have more than that.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
student
just
loans.
You know what? I've
like
been paying my student loans back for, well, they paused it during COVID, but I've been paying them for like 2 years now. I don't think I've actually made a dent in it at all. It's really annoying. Because I should have started paying right when I graduated, but then I got my master's, so they paused it. And then while I was getting my master's, COVID was still happening, so they still had it paused. And
technically, COVID is still happening.
You're right. I meant the pandemic.
That is so ignorant to say.
I meant the lockdown.
Yeah, when you locked this down. Sorry, continue.
I mean, yeah. That's it. That's all. I would pay off my student loans.
Okay, where would you get us houses? I'm not familiar with where that is.
By the beach.
Which beach?
We love Huntington. That's our beach.
Yeah, valid.
Huntington. I would get a house in Massachusetts near your parents.
Oh.
I would get a house in
get one in Cape Cod or Nantucket.
Okay, I guess that's still Massachusetts.
It is, but like.
Okay.
I'm not about to dox my parents, but okay. Continue.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I would get a house where my parents live, and I would ask you where else you wanted to get a house.
I feel like South Dakota.
Well, actually, I would take it back. I'm not buying a house in South Dakota.
Why?
Because I don't want to live in South Dakota.
Why?
because I don't. I think
I don't.
here's
I don't-
something
wait,
Satish doesn't realize about
I have
me.
a hot take.
Hold on.
I don't. No, this is very hot. I don't think people in South Dakota exist.
I feel like that about a lot of states.
Like, I don't know anyone who.
North Dakota, South Dakota, and
They have to be actual NPCs out there.
it's just a huge Area 51.
Literally,
I feel like that about a lot of states when people sometimes will tell me where they're from. I remember this in college, and I would literally think to myself, "Oh, dang, people actually live there." Like,
that's how I felt.
I was just so like I grew up in Southern California, never lived anywhere but Southern California. I've lived different places in SoCal, but I've never left. So it's like, to me, anything outside of like California and the East Coast, the whole middle is just not real. And I feel like the East Coast only because my dad is from there, so I visited a lot. And then obviously Satish is from there, so I know a lot about the East Coast now, I feel like. So
yeah.
in between the West and East Coast, there's mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
I don't know.
That's definitely not the correct use of that phrase.
There's what's the word I'm thinking of?
Mumford and Sons.
No, like a big abyss. Mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
Like in between the West Coast and the East Coast, in my brain there's just nothing else.
You mean the Midwest?
Well, yeah. Wait, another thing. My sister and I were talking about this the other day. So when you're talking about like Midwest states, you say the Midwest.
Yeah.
But what if it's a little bit up? So what if it's I guess the north.
Northwest?
But I guess just the Northwest.
The north.
The North Pole?
No, I didn't say North Pole.
No, but when you say the North, it makes me think of the North Pole. Maybe it's because I work at preschool. Yeah. So anyway, there's nothing in between the East and West Coast.
No, but I think
it's just a big abyss.
I think it's called the Midwest because we're halfway to the West.
Why isn't
if you're going that way?
But what if you're going the other way?
You're not going the other way because if you're thinking about the foundation of this country, it's the East Coast, right?
So you're going to the West. Oh, you're right. That's valid. Oh, that's actually really smart. Who's the history buff now?
Bro, your hometown is so like American.
We love history in Palm Springs, California.
Everything is named after some obscure president.
Okay, first of all,
who the fuck is? Okay, sorry.
We were talking about where I went to elementary school, and I said the president because every school where I'm from is named after a president, and teacher's like, "Who even is that?"
I don't.
And I said, "You don't know that he was a president?" He said, "Do you know all your presidents?" And I don't, but most people in my hometown do know all their presidents.
Normally people's middle school is like their hometown name.
No, that's high schools. No.
No, but still.
No, maybe that's just your town.
My town was...
My town.
Okay.
Because my high school was my city high school. But my elementary school and my middle school were named after a colonel and a president.
That's really cool.
Thank you. Palm Springs loves history.
We love history in Palm Springs. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about was, on the note of gaming and stuff. If you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch at Bratish TV, and it's been going really good, man. Like it's really fun just like tapping into my. I know I'm saying like a lot. I know that's why you looked at me, and I'm bringing it. I'm dialing it back, and I'm gonna stop saying it so much. I'm trying. It feels nice being with my hometown friends that I grew up with, and it feels like we're all 12 years old again.
Oh.
And we're just shooting the shit, honestly, just playing Call of Duty. Why am I so burpy?
Because you're chugging my drink.
My prime. And it's been great having you guys tune in and hang out, comment, subscribe, all that. It means a lot. Like, we're already at like 62 subs, which is absurd. I never thought I'd even get to 50.
Oh, you've got past 50?
Yeah, 62.
Oh, nice.
I know, it's pretty crazy. I want them to know how you feel about it.
About
it's like
you
coming
streaming?
home after work.
So here's the thing. I'm a preschool director, for those of you that don't know. So I run a whole preschool every day. All the kids, all the staff, I'm in charge of it. It's exhausting. I love it more than anything, but it's exhausting. And I also know on the record that I acknowledge that streaming is a job because I know it's a source of income.
Good save. Great save. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's the point. But sometimes after a long day, when I walk in and I hear him gaming and having fun, it just irritates me because I'm like, shut up. Like, how do you get to have a job that you get to hang out with your friends and I have a job that I get to hang out with 2 to 6 year olds all day long? Love my job more than anything. Again, it's only after a long day when I hear him streaming that I'm like,
it's so funny, like me getting off and being like, oh babe, that was such a long stream.
I'm like,
I know you're not complaining to me.
I know you're not talking to me about a long day.
Well, we gotta get you on the stream. Would you play COD for chat?
I would. I've played before, and we all know how that went.
Yeah, but that's back when I had 1 viewer. Now I have like tens.
Tens?
I mean, I'm on the way up.
Yes, I would play.
Oh,
but it really stresses me out.
too.
That game gives me a lot of anxiety.
Okay, but it's a lot less strategy in Call of Duty multiplayer versus Warzone. We're not playing Warzone.
Your friends are gonna play with me?
Of course.
Wow.
We'll have you and Lewis yelling at each other in comms. And we'll see how well you keep your cool together when they're just roasting you endlessly.
They like me and they're not gonna do that.
No, they are. That's because they like you. They're not gonna be nice. If this is the thing about guy friends and girlfriends. If a group of guys are introduced to one guy's girlfriend, if they're nice to her, that's a bad sign.
That's
that means
not true.
No, I think it's
because your friends are nice to me, but they also have no problem like roasting me.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying is that like I feel like if you introduce your girlfriend to your guy friends and it's been like months and they like know who you are and they're still not roasting you to smithereens, I feel like that's a bad sign.
Is it smithereens?
They're not supposed to just be nice all the time.
I think it's just smithereens.
Smithereens? Smithereens.
What's a smithereen?
It's smithereens. Smithereens? What the hell is that? Are you off your damn mind?
I'm pretty sure it's
smithereens,
not smithereens.
Yo, I'm gonna act like you didn't just say that. That's in
Can you look it up?
Smithereens. Okay.
Ask someone to say it.
Hey Siri, how do you pronounce smithereens? Well, that didn't help. Hold on. Hey Siri, is it pronounced smithereens or smithereens? Smithereens is pronounced with a long I, sound and rolled R. Wait.
So I'm right.
No,
smithereens.
We're both wrong.
Smithereens.
Smithereens.
A long I is I.
It's E. Wait, is it?
It's I.
No, see, look at the pronunciation. Smithereens.
I don't.
You look so dumb right now.
Standing outside my house.
This is a rare win. I'm gonna let this soak in. I was right.
I'm the grammar police usually.
Yeah.
Can I say something that you used to say that used to bug me, and I always would tell you?
What?
So you know, if you like rinse something out.
Oh my Christ.
Like. I don't know, whatever we're rinsing out. When we first moved in together, Steve should be like, oh, I'm just going to let this rinse.
That's how I said it.
Rinse with a Z.
No, you know what I need to tell you about? You and your family have roasted me to smithereens multiple times for allegedly mispronouncing words like caramel.
No, we don't roast you for that because that's a common one to say caramel.
You have, though.
I have, but it's to say
that's you guys
more
are like,
common.
Do you know who you're talking to? We went to presidential elementary school. It's like, okay. That doesn't make my opinion
family
wrong.
Sound like really mean.
Okay, they're not mean. How have I made them sound mean? How have I made them sound mean?
Okay, anyway.
They're the nicest people ever. They know
Anyway,
that.
He used to say rins. And I would say, what? It's an S. And he's like, yeah, rins.
Sorry, I was making sure she wasn't chewing the wires and stuff.
Oh, it's a bad girl. Pootie, come here.
You want to be on the pod?
You want to say hi to
Dojo, you want to be on the pod?
Ow, she bit my arm.
Is she being bad?
Pootie.
Bad to the bone?
Okay, what's next?
Let's let's just go right into the dating section.
Thank God, I can't wait. I've been waiting.
And we'll wrap
for
it up
this one.
after that because we've been going for a while.
We've been yapping it up. Ow, Pootie. She's a mean girl. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear this.
Okay, fasten your guys' seatbelts. This is a doozy. It's long. We're gonna have to like stop
I'm
every so
buckled in.
often because there's so many points in this that you're like,
Okay.
what?
Let me take a sip.
Let me take a sip.
Pootie, are you ready for this? Wait, can you see her back there? No, she's... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. She's right
Just
there.
a little bit.
She's so baby.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So this guy sent me a DM and he said, I had a massive crush on this girl in middle school that lasted pretty much until high school. Fast forward a few years, we both randomly ran into each other at an event. During school, it was obvious I had a crush on her, and she was super flirty, but never really seemed serious about liking me. She comes up to me, chats for a while, then drops a comment about how we've never gone out. At this point in my life, I hadn't thought about her in a while, and honestly, wasn't that interested anymore. But in the back of my mind, I was telling myself, why not? One date can't hurt. So we set up a date.
You're a good storyteller.
Thank you. There wasn't very much parking nearby, so I had to park my car literally a mile away. She drove herself and found a much closer spot. We meet up and start walking towards the restaurant. When we're almost there, I see my father drunk off his ass with my stepmom leaving another nearby restaurant. He comes up to us, kind of squints and points and questioningly goes, huh?
I would have started crying if I was the girl.
And then he says, after my dad makes drunk squints and shrugs and haws, he leans in and whispers in my ear, don't fuck this up. Now I'm fucking mortified. We go to dinner. Food is all right. But I realize, wow, I really don't want to ever go out with this girl again. She wasn't rude or anything. They're just, was nothing really there for me. I totally get that. She gives me a ride back to my car because he parked literally a mile away.
Yeah.
I say goodnight and start driving home. I lived like 30 minutes away in the opposite direction of her house. And as I'm turning onto a back road, I realize she's following me. She is following me. I pull off to the side. She does too. She gets out of her car and knocks on my window. She says, I think you forgot something. I started feeling my pockets for my phone and wallet, etc. I say, no, I don't think so. She says, you forgot to kiss me. Bro. Imagine if the roles were reversed, I'd be in jail. For real.
She followed him to say you forgot to kiss me.
That's crazy. Yo, she thought she cooked with that.
She really thought that was
why she followed him. And so mind you, this is like probably the middle of the night on a back road, so it's dark. He's probably like, why is this?
If someone, like, again, if the roles are reversed, the girl probably would have called the cops.
Shit, I would have called the cops. Are you kidding me?
Well, he knew it was her car.
Still.
But still, yeah. What the hell? That's insane.
You forgot something.
You forgot to give me a kiss.
Give me a smooch.
Smooch.
That's crazy.
Wow. Girls are nuts.
He said, oh, right. Leaned over, gave her the most closed mouth kiss your grandma smooch ever. Then sped home yelling, what the fuck, the whole way.
Did he ever talk to her again?
Well, let me get to that.
Oh
This
my
is a long
God. This
story.
is the whole thing?
It's still going. I get inside and go to my room. I'm only renting a room.
She's already in there.
Sit down on my bed in disbelief. This train wreck just happened. And then there's a knock on my front door.
No.
I'm thinking, there's no effing way. I open the door and it's her, dude. She tries to say something about how the kiss wasn't good enough and how we need a do-over. And she wanted to come in, but I just shut her down and said, I don't think that's a good idea, and use the landlord as an excuse.
Oh.
I see her the next day at a high school football game, and she says, I'm a psych major. I'll make you want me. That's crazy.
That's terrifying.
And I was out of my mind, freaked out. Fast forward a few months, I'm deployed, come back home. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a few months, I'm deployed, come back home, and this chick is married, bro. My dad was mad at me for dropping the ball. He was like, you've liked her forever. No, I dodged a bullet.
Holy cow.
That is insane.
So she kept
She
following
needs to be
him.
locked up.
Yeah,
She needs
this
to be
girl's
locked
crazy.
up.
Someone needs to warn her current husband. Well, that's probably how she snatched him right up.
You forgot something. This ring to propose me with.
Propose me.
You knew what I meant.
Propose me right now.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
She followed him to his car, then to his house.
I thought like to the car was bad, or like down the back road was bad, but then she didn't stop. She kept going. How did she do it without him noticing the rest of the way?
I don't know.
People are crazy.
Maybe he kind of just thought like, that's probably.
Oh, I would have been paranoid as
He probably
hell.
thought there's no way she's gonna follow me home, right?
Yeah, I gave her what she wanted, right? Clearly
That's
not. Also, feeling like you have to be forced into a kiss is crazy. Like he didn't want to kiss her, obviously. Yeah. And then he said I gave her the most closed mouth kiss ever. That's insane. Damn.
I can't believe, bro. When you heard that door knock, your heart must have just sank into your chest.
Yeah, I wouldn't have answered. I can't believe he answered. Maybe he probably felt bad. Sounds like a nice guy.
I can't believe that, bro.
That's crazy. Home. That's insane.
So that's the story for this time. If you guys have any funny or pretty crazy dating stories, or have any questions, fire them our way. Okay. I mean, that was fun. I mean, like, I literally sat on that story for like 2-3 days.
Yeah, he kept telling me, I can't tell you we're going to record the podcast on Saturday.
And this is how you know I'm in my influencer era, when I can't tell you a story because I'm like, no, we got to save it for the pod.
For the content.
But, yeah, man, I think that's pretty much going to wrap this one up.
Wrap her up.
Wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thanks for letting me yap on here.
Thanks for letting... Yeah, Carly, would you like to be a recurring guest on this show?
Can I?
Of course.
Thank you. We could call it the Fall Off and the Come Up Pod.
That's too long of a show. Well,
yes, I would like to
rebrand
join
it again.
It would be us.
What name would you want it to be?
Well, would it always be us? Or you don't want to have a podcast with me?
We could turn this into a you and me podcast and bring on a third guest. Would you want to commit to a podcast? We'd have to do this every week.
Yeah, I would be down.
And like make time for it.
Yeah, we could do that. Instead of watching one of our episodes, we could just do this.
Okay, but I'm just telling you, this is what your day's going to look like. You're going to come home after a long day of preschool, and you're going to hear me gaming and having fun. And then I'm going to get off and be like, all right, time to record the pod.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just like when we have stuff to talk about.
Okay. We always have stuff to talk about.
Well, I was like, you and I could just yap forever, but I like when there's.
We'll come up with talking points.
Talking points, yeah. Right. Or we could ask what they want to hear.
Yeah, co-host.
And also,
almost left me hanging, bro.
Let us know what you think we should name our new podcast.
One
of my favorite influencers, Mackenzie Rencher, just started a podcast called Not Everybody Needs a Podcast.
Wow.
Funny.
That's too long of a name. Like, here's the thing. Like, how do you like, if I found a podcast and I was telling my friends about it, every time, I'm not going to be like, oh, like, did you listen to Not Everyone Needs to Have a Podcast?
True.
That's why like Friends, their episode naming was so genius.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like, oh, the one with the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That was
for sure.
So good.
Yeah, that's true. I guess my two favorite podcasts are literally 1 or 2 words each.
What's one we could... Leather Tyrannosaurus. That's also too long. What about... How about this? You guys give us some
That's
podcast
what I
name
said.
ideas. Oh, you said that already?
Yeah, I literally said, let us know what we should name our podcast. And you were like, how about?
Well, I'm excited. Sorry.
Well, me too. But I want to hear from the people.
We're out of here. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
What am I going to do the rest of the day?
Yeah.
I'm going to get dressed and we're going to go look at the lights in Newport.
But it's 2:40. You want to go right now?
Are you asking if you can game?
No, I'm asking if I can stream. But, yeah. I'll probably hop on stream for a bit.
Cool.
for a couple horas, and then what time do you want to go? You tell me.
We'll make our plan when not on the pod.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Love you guys so much.
See ya.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next time. All right.
Bye.
Bye.